Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday edition of the Orange and Brown Talk podcast, the Hey Mary Kay edition of the podcast. Dan Labbe with Mary Kay Cabot, our Football Insider subscribers with questions for Mary Kay, and let's get right to it. Very timely here, Mike in Columbus. So just to give a little background, Kevin Stefanski in his Monday Zoom with the media was asked about why Myles Garrett was held out of the first series of the game on Saturday, and Kevin said it was a team issue. It was his decision. So Mike in Columbus asks, hey, Mary Kay, do you have any insight on Kevin Stefanski's explanation on Myles' absence on the first series against the Saints? He seemed to imply a disciplinary reason.
Yeah, it was a disciplinary reason, and it was similar to what Grant Delpit did. Now, Grant only missed one play in Miami against the Dolphins. Myles missed 3 plays. He missed the whole series. And, who knows, if the series had gone on more than 3 plays, maybe he would have missed 7 plays, 8 plays, 9 plays. Not really sure about that. It seemed like the plan there was to keep him off the field for the series. So, we'll probably find out a little bit more later in the week about that. But yeah, he did something wrong. We don't know what it was, but I was thinking about this earlier today as I was rewriting the story. I mean, Myles was not benched after flipping his Porsche, despite the fact that he was speeding at that time. And he sort of self-reported his MPH that day. And I think he put it about 20 miles over the speed limit or so. And this was about his, 7th, 8th speeding citation. And he didn't get benched for that. So I don't know what this was, but in my mind, if you're late to a team meeting, that's not as bad as what happened in September.
It was surprising. Now, I know it's taken on kind of a life of its own on Twitter. I know there's people who are saying, well, how can you bench your star defensive end, for a series in a must-win game, and questioning Kevin Stefanski. I mean, the Saints gained 7 yards on that series, and they punted after 3 plays. So I guess there's an argument to be made, like, is this sort of discipline effective? Like, are players going to look at this as like, okay, whatever, this is like a college discipline? I guess there's that discussion, but I don't think this idea of like, oh, this was egregious that Kevin would bench a player in a must-win game. I don't know. That doesn't fly with me. What about you?
No, I'm not looking at it like that at all. If anything, I think it shows, and I led my rewrite with the fact that it shows that he's not playing favorites. I mean, there are times when a star player can get away with things that other players cannot get away with. And whatever he did, whatever he did to tick off Kevin Stefanski, Kevin did not let it slide. He disciplined him and he sat him down. And the fact that he's Myles Garrett didn't prevent him from doing so. So I thought that was good. I think that sends the right message to the team that you have to follow the rules no matter whether you're a starter, a newly minted 4-time Pro Bowler, or you just got called up from the practice squad. So that was the thing that stood out to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a guy like Perion Winfrey, who's had his issues this year and, of course, was suspended for a game by the team, and said, I can't remember what game that was exactly, but, if you're Perion Winfrey and stuff like that is happening, and then Myles kind of, again, we don't know exactly what this was about yet as we're recording this, but, Myles they let things slide with Myles. I could see you looking at that and saying, like, come on, this has to be, I understand Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett, but there has to be discipline across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I thought that was good. I thought he was making a statement there, Kevin Stefanski was. Again, I actually think that Myles should have been disciplined in some way that people could see or understand after what happened in September. Maybe everyone was just so grateful that he was alive, but I still think that was, just out there not doing the right thing at that time. So, and it did it. I mean, it hurt the team. So yeah, I was kind of surprised about this, but again, I think it's good that Kevin did what he had to do, and we'll see what Myles has to say about it. Now, we probably won't talk. We usually don't talk to Myles until Friday. So we have to wait a long time probably to figure out exactly what it was that he did. But yeah, it was, a little bit of news on a Monday here.
Yeah, we don't always get news from Kevin.